Greetings. Hello, my dear Capricorn. This is Ron from Tarot of the Twin Sun. I shall be building a series of portals for you, 3 of them to be exact. And before that, we'll be working with a bridge energy to see the challenge that you may face, or perhaps the hindrance that you may face based on the energy of karmic blocks, or perhaps fears or anxieties based on the challenges that you may face. Okay, and I'll build the bridge now. Okay. Okay, there's something about the beautiful ugly that may exist for you when it comes to the expectations of what you've been working on. The lucky catch, the lucky find, something has been eluding you, and it's hard to see through the muck of what you've been going through to find the energy of the aqueduct. Okay, Cancer season is coming up. There will be a flowing of emotions, as well as love, as well as waters that may be murky or toxic for some reason. Okay, it's important for you to embrace a sense of peace by surrendering something about yourself that may be disempowering, that might evolve from the energy of the Great Mother. So you have to essentially understand that if there is a connection with you and your mother, or the Great Mother, the Great Mother Nature, or the Spirit of the Earth, there's something here that needs to purify itself before being commerced, okay? And that is your emotional content, that is your emotional connections with others. Try to release the toxicity. Do not find expectation, but also find beauty in the ugly, okay? There's something very, very important when it comes to that, okay? Now, the first portal shall open shortly. Please clear your mind, if you will. This is for Capricorn, the energy of Capricorn in the mid-month of June 2020. Okay. The chaos is lifting, I think, or perhaps it is extending itself. Something about your world is being flipped upside down, and as this occurs, either luck will find you in a very chaotic way, or there are certain things around you that may be shifting dramatically in terms of social standing, people around you and their social standing, friends or lovers becoming lovers and friends, kings becoming queens, queens becoming pages, and knights becoming emperors. There's something very strange about all of this, and as this occurs, there's something from the past that seems to be completely surrendered and left in the past. There's something rigid about the energy you are working with, and you may be coming into the realization that they are not of the same soul fabric, okay? There's something here about the release of this, and some sort of hidden master plan behind all of this. There's a lesson of a memory here that is crystallized in your mind, that is creating a foundation for you to step off from and into the future. Whatever is in the past is left in the past with no longer any expectation, but there is lessons to be had there, but it's left, okay? This is because of the shift of the Wheel of Fortune. Something has changed, and you are understanding the value of certain things when it comes to the emotional expectations that come from the past, and you are becoming more Zen-like when it comes to this. You have found that the karma has led you into a new path, but there still is something that your heart has to close with this past situation in order for you to move on. You must make peace because there is a block here that has to do with the cycle of the mind that you've been overthinking, and it has to surrender and transform for you to find this detachment that will lead you into a more a fuller cycle. But there is a feedback loop here, so you have to understand that you have to make peace with the past because there's something imbalanced about it. Perhaps there's something that weighs you down quite heavily, but in this, you are able to see a bit from a bit. You have to shift your head a little bit, but you will be able to, if you turn your head and look to the future and understand how this has been of lesser value, then you can move on. But there is some sort of feedback loop, so you should be aware of that. Okay? When it comes to that, just know that there might be something from this memory that was like a great expectation, or perhaps when you met this energy, this person, place, or thing, meeting them essentially was a bit of luck, but it was serendipitous for the wrong reasons, or perhaps there was something that you had to process, not enough beauty in order for you to sustain the connection. Okay. Could have been ill luck as well. Let's move on. Okay, the second portal is now open. Okay. Okay. There is a cycle of regeneration here, and because of this, you cannot give to future projects, or it seems like you're trying to conserve something. Something about your inner child is trying to conserve itself, and this is healthy in a way. It really depends. You're on the path towards health, and you're really trying to be patient in order to find something that has been elusive, some sort of structure, or perhaps some sort of union with someone or something. But the variables are very, very fixed in a way. There's something about the cycle here that has to do with peace finding and making your mind at ease. Therefore, you're conserving, and this is a period of saving for that right moment when you can actually invest into the right thing, where it feels like there's a foundation of passion. Okay. There is something from the past, though, that, or perhaps that you're working with now, that symbolizes for you a state of fear and a state of expectation. Just know that the magician is here, Bagatto, that there's something from the past that you may be shifting, or perhaps that you may be revisiting as something that has been failed. There is a cycle here, and it causes fear from the past about how you weren't able to reach some sort of culmination point when it comes to your emotional fulfillment with the past and what it brought. But there is something positive in the future that has to do with you essentially not wanting to make the same mistakes that comes from the past, this feeling of half-assedness or abandonment, something cropping up that is a memory. Just know that there's something elementary, something about the natural forces that are affecting a past situation and are also influencing what you're doing now. It's saying to be patient, but there is some form of meditation or perhaps relaxation, some form of rest that needs to occur for you to move on. As you're doing this, there is a magical process that you will be able to understand the complexity of love and how something from the past did not work out because of the expectations of emotional reciprocity that were not given. Therefore, there's something about you that is being blocked, but just know that if you find stillness and if you find equilibrium and equanimity, you will be able to be even more patient, and this will be a blessing for you. Okay? Right. So, the third portal will open soon. Okay. Okay, this is a long lineage. There's someone that you're dealing with that you may have the urge to return to make peace with. This person is gracious. They do have a sense of right thinking in what they do, and they're trying to weigh things out. Something about your connection has been under duress of judgment or under duress of criticism, and in this criticism, they're trying to weigh out the truth of it all. This person may have also gone on a quest. On this quest, they have been challenged, and they were not able to block out. They were not able to give you communication. There was a blocking here because they had to find truth within. This has to do with grounded truth as well as the ability to be open with communication when it comes to this. They're trying to be reasonable about this connection. So they have halted, even though there is passion here, they are turning the flame within. And as they do this, they realize some of their more hidden motivations that may not be of the highest good, or perhaps that involve them trying to release some form of obsession or toxicity when it comes to your connection. There's something, likewise, there's something about you that is blocked when it comes to the unconditional connection that exists here. Um, there is a connection, but you are not able to find joy in it for now because there's something from the past that you are also dealing with that is, it doesn't involve this person. It involves the expectations of love in general, as well as the expectations of the mind and how these have betrayed you in some sort of way with every situation you've ever had in the past, leading from a culmination of expectation to something else. This connection is different, and perhaps you should give it time in order to understand the motivations that you have when it comes to the idealization of love. Also, the expectations of the past, it's sort of like a blocking of memory, or perhaps a painful realization that comes from the expectations when it comes to love, and this is holding you back from this person's energy. You should know that this person has a tendency to be quite sharp, but they are also very idealistic in love, and love as truth for them is the highest degree. So if you were to reach out to them, if you do, make sure that it does not come from romance, but it comes from truth, because they are a seeker of that. Okay? That is your reading, my dear Capricorn. I hope this helps. And I send you blessings. Thank you very much. Bye.